Spandex at the ready. My next guests are ready to rock your world. They dress to kill. They rock like hurricanes, and they do 80s hair metal like nobody else. Two members of Pout At The Devil, Razzle and Randii, join me in the studio. Guys, how are you?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
I do feel just slightly underdressed.
Yeah, exactly.
For the occasion. So what is the get-up when you go on stage? You know, what do you look like? Pout At The Devil. What do you look like?
Well, as much spandex as possible.
Yeah.
Hair as big as possible. Trousers as tight as possible.
Yeah.
And bandanas and eye makeup.
Right. Okay. I'm getting the picture. I'm getting the picture in my head.
Yeah.
But the thing is, as much as I like spandex and that sort of thing, if I just stand up, I'm not going to show you anything terrible. If I just stand up, you can see the old bod there. It's not going to look 100%, is it?
I can see that in a catsuit, to be honest with you.
Can you really?
I can, yeah.
I can see Justin Hawkins being jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1979, this would have been dynamite. It was.
Oh, don't put yourself down, I think, you know.
However. but you're okay with that, getting up there and giving it the big one, are you?
Yeah, it's great fun. I mean, you can, obviously, we're dressed as normal, and we're normal people, we'd like to think, today, yeah. But when you get up there, you can just forget about everything, just be the characters that we are, and it's just absolutely great fun.
It sounded almost like a line out of Spider-Man, you know, mild man Peter Parker, you know, by Davis, and then by night.
No, double life this.
And what about the audience who comes to see you? Because you're doing all the great songs from the 80s.
Yeah.
Who's coming to see you? Who's sort of lapping up all this?
To be honest, we get a huge range of people now. Everyone from like the 17, 18-year-olds who are sort of probably getting into this stuff and hearing it via their parents to their parents being there as well. And it's, the whole age range is there. I mean, to be honest, when we put a set together, we try and do something for everyone, have the maybe lesser known songs from the 80s and mix them in with some of the big hitters, you know, like the Bon Jovis and Whitesnakes and Def Leppards, etc. Just to give a good night and good fun. That's what it's all about.
I've got some Whitesnake lined up. We'll play Here I Go Again in a moment or two. What I was going to say is, what I've noticed, if you notice, like the younger people now, the late teens, early 20s, they like everything. Whereas I think when I was in that sort of age group, I was limited as to what I would listen to. But today they'll go for all sorts.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's something we've noticed as well. It's almost when we were kind of growing up listening to this stuff. It was like you were the oddball and the odd one out for listening to it, and it's like, oh, that's cheesy, and that's. But the youngsters now don't seem to have that. It's just like they like Bon Jovi, and everyone's like, yeah, so do I. You know, there's no sort of stereotype of, you know, what you've got to be to listen to it, and you're not, you know, stupid for listening to Twisted Sister. Nobody's stupid for listening to Twisted Sister. So, I mean, you know, that's the thing at the end of the day, isn't it? Yeah, it's good. It's really good.
Let's have some Whitesnake then. Here we go. A big one in 1987 from Whitesnake. And here I go again at BBC Radio Norfolk. Pout At The Devil in the studio. Now, I've seen these guys on TV recently being interviewed. Like, we were talking about the outfits and the clothes, weren't we? Yeah. They're still wearing the same stuff as they were in 1987.
Oh, yeah. David Coverdale is still in tip-top condition as well.
Because I'm thinking that was 1987, so we got 97, 2007, 2007. So it's a good few years ago, isn't it?
I mean, I think David Coverdale's 60 now, and he's still, you know, doing the same thing, and it's great.
Should there be a limit?
No, definitely not. I remember seeing Ronnie James Dio when he was 70 at the UEA, and he was just amazing.
Yeah, when he did Holy Diver.
It was unbelievable. So I love it. You know, I think almost the older the better, to be honest.
And there was Alice Cooper. He's had quite a lot of exposure on TV and radio.
Recently,
over the past month or so. And he's mellowed, but all in all the right ways.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, he comes across so well in interviews and stuff. Yeah, no, I love Alice Cooper. He's great.
I just love the gravel in his voice when he's talking.
Exactly.
Gosh, how much has he tucked away to get his vocal cords?
Fair amount.
But what about the rock and roll lifestyle? I mean, have you kept an eye on people in the past and what they've been getting up to? And
well, you kind of read things like Kerrang. I mean, that's a bit rubbish nowadays, but we sort of look out for classic rock, and you still see like David Coverdale and Whitesnake in there, and Ozzy, and like the people we've just mentioned. And
there's just been a massive resurgence, I think, over the last few years of the stuff from that time. I think people miss the fun of it, and I think it's great to. You know, when you watch like VH1 classics and you see the old Snake videos and the old, you know, all the videos from that time, and I think a bit of that has been lost now, I think, in music. I think it can be too serious, you know, and I think that's the thing with Pout At The Devil, what we try and do. I mean, you know, we do the covers and we do them as accurately as we can. I mean, you know, we're, you know, not to blow our own chums, but we are good musicians, and we put a lot of effort into it, but there's still the tongue in the cheek, as all those bands did at the time.
Oh, you've got to have fun with it.
You've got to have fun with it, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day.
We played Rainbow a little bit earlier on.
Oh, wow.
There's a bit in Rainbow, and it happens in a lot of songs of this genre. That little noise, and in the pub when we used to play it on the jukebox, down my local pub, when it came to that part of the song, we'd all put a pint sign, everyone would stand up, and everyone in the pub would just go
in unison,
and then all sit down and carry on a conversation again.
That's it. Like
but the Rainbow, that's another outfit. Just had that edge to them. Didn't
they were amazing. I mean, Rainbow Rising is one of my favourite albums ever made, and Ronnie James Dio's vocal on that album is amazing. Yeah, I love just all the stuff from that.
Well, since you've been gone, is one of my all-time favourites. It's just a great rock single.
Yeah, fantastic. Absolutely.
And what's in you? So what's in your set? Just give us an idea of what your lineup is when you start playing.
Well, we've got Whitesnake. Obviously do that. Alice Cooper, Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Poison, Bon Jovi, Kiss, Slaughter, Skid Row.
It's all there, isn't it?
It's endless. I mean, there's so we talk about it in practice every week. There's so much that we can do from that era. It's just amazing, really.
And what about feedback that you're getting from people who come to see you?
Feedback's been brilliant, to be honest. I mean, I think even if people don't necessarily know the music, who've just maybe just strolled in, they take one look at us and think, hang on, I'll stay here for 5 minutes. And then by the end of the night,
have another pint.
Yeah, exactly. They're there for 2 hours and they've had a great time. It's really good because, you know, you're playing big sing-along songs that most people know, most people love, even if they don't want to admit it to themselves.
It's hands in the air stuff, exactly. Really big hands in the air stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you can't not really.
I know you're down at the waterfront. Is it next Friday?
Yes, next Friday at the waterfront. Yeah,
it's a great venue because it's extremely loud.
Yeah,
it's one of those. I hate the expression "does what it says on the tin," but it does what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
And you're that close to the audience as well,
Absolutely.
and that's the beauty of it. It's
brilliant.
Isn't it?
I mean, it's brilliant. Yeah. I mean, we've been obviously playing the pubs and whatever around Norwich for the last sort of couple of years, and it's really good to get the chance to play at one of the bigger venues. You know, as kind of as a headline band is something I've always wanted to do.
How many can they pack in there?
I think they can get like 600-700 in there. So
it's deceptively huge.
Yeah, I mean, there's still tickets available for our gig next Friday. So if anyone wants one, they're on the UEA website, ueaticketbookings.co.uk. £5. I mean, you can't do a lot for £5 these days, let alone see 5 blokes in spandex for an hour and
it's worth it just for that,
exactly,
whether you played or not.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we can just stand there and do a raffle or something.
10 minutes, do the raffle, get yourself a beer on the way out.
We've been better than ever.
Look, Razzle and Randy, it's been great to have you both in the studio. I'm sure I'm okay for next Friday. Can I just come down? Can I
come down.
Bring my microphone with me and I'll record some of the crowd. And
that'd be great. Yeah,
watch the show. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic.
I can report back to HQ.
Yeah, brilliant.
Shout at the Devil, or Pout At The Devil. Pout At The Devil is a website. We can go there.
PoutAtTheDevil.com. And there's Marco Platinum's barbecue tips on there as well for anyone rock and roll barbecuing. So, that's always worth a look for a laugh.
Go on, stick Pout At The Devil in your search engine. You know you want to.